making it all up.
Yeah,
It's all
I don't know
bullshit.
anything about.
He makes me do a sexy little dance before we start recording on the camera. It's all his demands.
The camera has to see your underwear. So that it knows the tone.
Yeah, for some reason, underwear is best, and especially if you pull the underwear to the side. Something about the fabric being ribbed, it just works
It's the
for cameras.
shutter speed.
It's a shutter speed. That's the thing. Cameras were invented by perverts.
Right. Yeah.
It's the pervert industry.
Yeah.
Has really locked in with cameras and all of their information.
It was just people who can't jerk off to their imagination. Were like, I gotta invent something for this.
I have this fucking gunpowder and little tray I hold up over my head.
I'm a visual learner. What can I say?
That's what AI I think is right now, because I keep seeing people do that meme of like, what's the Apple level you can see, you know, where it's like 5, 4, and I think the 1s and 2s at the bottom are like, I need AI because I just can't jerk off anymore. Like I have to invent something.
I don't know where on that scale. I still don't know where I am.
You don't know?
Because I'm like, what? I'm like, I don't know. But, and then it's like the thing where you think too much about it. I'm like, am I imagining an apple? Like I've gone too far.
But you're perfect in your brain. You can see you with every pore.
Yeah. It's just apple. Yeah. I'm looking at me walking around. I'm looking at me doing this podcast right now, and I can rotate it in my mind, and I can see it fully. I'm like, oh man, that's me. If I was even more handsome somehow.
It's funny.
But an apple, I'm like, I don't fucking know.
It's funny how often I'll see something like on Twitter, and I'm like, I'll just glance at it and immediately know, like, that's not for me. I don't need to care about this at all.
The Apple thing,
and the Apple thing now, I know what it is.
Oh, sure.
Couldn't care less.
It's people deciding if you can close your eyes and see an apple in your brain. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's like you're a level of visual. But we got into a big not argument, but a big discussion about this
out.
with an ex-girlfriend of mine. We were all talking about it one time, and because I was like, I don't think I can do it at all. And then she's like, I can only do it. She's like, I can't
only do it.
Like
apple.
Like I think she would have a hard. Yeah, no,
I can't be bad at.
I can't be bad at it. No, I think it was like a weird thing where it's like,
fuck you.
Oh no. She didn't have an internal monologue,
and that's what I was about to say. This conversation has also been going about the same time as the internal monologue thing.
I don't mean any offense to people who like. If you can't have an internal monologue like that, whatever, but you are like a sociopath, right? And you should be put in prison.
Yeah. I mean, she did really hurt my feelings, so I agree. But she was like, what do you hear when you're reading? I'm like, the words. What do you mean? The words in my voice.
The words,
yeah, the words in my voice, and she's like, I get nothing, and I'm like, whoa. Anyway, I guess I should probably dedicate my life to loving you for a couple years.
Yeah.
I feel like she probably could also get into a fight about like, I'm sorry, I can't help but perfectly remember my boyfriend fucking me, my ex right before you, making me come. I'm a 5.
I'm a 5 when it comes to imagining ex-boyfriends.
Don't know what an apple looks like.
No, nothing.
Couldn't tell you.
Nothing.
Because that type of conversation makes me rethink everything I think about myself and how I perceive the world. Where I'm like, okay, I think I have an internal monologue, but now maybe I don't, and I don't know what zero like. I'm not like right foot, left foot, foot. Look at me walk, right foot, left. I'm not doing that.
Sure.
But like, I'm now curious. Like, I don't think, is it possible to make a test to find out what your internal monologue level is or your imagination apple? Because just asking me, I'm like, I don't know. I 5, I think. I see. If you ask me, what is the test? If you ask someone,
I think it's literally just like, can you visualize an apple?
Yeah,
and then like 5 is like a picture of an apple, and 1 is like a gray circle.
Yeah, I think 1 is like nothing. 4 would be a drawing. You're seeing a drawing of an apple.
Insane person to look at.
And 5 is you're seeing. Well, even like
my wife is a stick figure in my mind. I love her.
And then 5 is like a photorealistic, like an actual apple. You're seeing.
So it's not what do you mostly see, but what can you see?
No, it's not how much are you thinking about apples.
Oh,
yeah. They're like, close your eyes and think of an apple, and you go like. I'm like, okay, you got to tell me what kind of apple.
No, I could see, 5 for absolutely.
5.
Yeah.
I think I'm up there. I want to say at least a 4.
Okay,
I don't want to get too confident.
Sure, yeah.
I think I could see an apple.
I think of it like the Kinsey scale. I'm like, I'm on neither side, really, you know. And we're all kind of 3s if you think about it.
Whatever's best for my career.
Yeah.
Where I am on the apple scale.
Okay, they're like, okay, 1 is pro-Israel, and 5 is pro-Palestine. And which one are you? And you're like, oh, yes. I'm like, I can really see Palestine. I close my eyes and I can fully see Palestine's original borders.
The way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Whatever. You Jewish?
Yeah. Is that not noticeable?
I don't know what to say.
I tweeted today.
I saw the thing today.
Yeah,
I saw that's why
Wait, I didn't see it.
I tweeted something making fun of somebody and it went viral. And whenever if you get like over 10,000 likes on Twitter, people eventually start being like, Kaplowitz, huh? Yeah. What's that about?
And then it said his last name and interesting.
Yeah, like, what does that mean? That we like control tweets?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a cabal, a secret cabal of Jewish people making stuff go viral.
Yes, exactly.
Shrimp fried rice.
We made that tweet. Yeah, we created that one.
Yeah,
Ironically
drill
enough,
is
shellfish. Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
but drill
That's
is
right.
an Israeli asset.
Drill.
Yeah.
I believe that.
And he really turned against them, as you can see lately. But
It's like a Jason Bourne situation.
and I don't know what that means.
Matt Damon.
Oh,
He woke up and he didn't know he was drill.
yeah. He woke up and he was like, I guess I'm pro Boston.
He's just walking around having flashes of like, I guess you don't have to give it up for ISIL. Yeah, it's fun. That'd be fun if you did that.
But yeah, it's fun being Jewish online because I don't face anti-Semitism like in Brooklyn ever.
Yeah,
like I've
yeah.
never. I forget I'm Jewish until like I have a popular anything online and people are like, "You monster!"
Yeah.
Me? What did I do?
Yeah. Because it's weird. Because it's like, I guess, because like I grew up on Long Island.
Yeah,
and it's
exactly.
like, so I'm like, Jewish people have just been around me, but in a way that pisses me off.
Yeah.
In a way that I fucking hate.
Oh, I'm so sick of.
I feel like I'm being suffocated. No, but I'm like, I guess I just never realized it was odd
Yeah.
to be around Jewish people.
Yeah.
Because it was like, because you grew up in Florida.
I grew up in Florida, but my first like 12 or 13 years were in all black schools.
Okay.
Sure.
And then
And that was the rule?
yeah, had to.
Yeah.
And Hispanic ginger, you go with them.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
you somehow didn't pass the paper bag test.
yeah, I-
Florida.
yeah. And then I moved to a better neighborhood that was mostly Jewish.
Sure.
And then
Your
I went to
words,
my
not mine.
friend's house, and his mom was rude to me. And I'm like, why is your mom mean? I never met a mean mom before.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know. I'm like, oh, interesting. And I like kind of like figured it out. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's weird.
Yeah.
Some of these
It's part
Jewish
of our
mothers are not all, but everyone I met. all three that I spent time around were mean to me.
I thought you were gonna be like, I went to my friend's house and his mom kept making me fucking turn light switches on and off. I couldn't fucking. I was like, I just want to hang out.
Yeah. Try to use a towel. They all had holes in them.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't know. That works that way.
But yeah, it is a weird thing when people are like, I guess it's like also when people move to New York and they're just like have never been around Jewish people before.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I just want to be like, I learned this way younger than you.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
none of this is a revelation to me.
Yeah.
I guess like sometimes being around like ultra Orthodox or like Hasidic communities, you're like,
Different.
but that's like a completely different world.
Yeah.
They're their own thing.
Yeah.
My parents came
And I
to
love
visit.
it. And I think it's good. And I don't have any questions about the tunnels.
Well, I mean, I grew up in like a mostly secular Jewish neighborhood, and they all fucking hated the Orthodox. They were like
Yeah.
the
It's
the
most
funniest thing.
anti-Semitic
Yeah,
people
that's
I
the
ever
funniest
met.
thing.
Yeah, it is crazy that it's like in New York, it's just a proximity based thing, but it seems like every group is like, yeah, and fuck Hasidic people too. And they're like, not Jews. They're like,
No,
fuck
yeah.
Hasidic people.
Hasidic
And you're
people.
like, oh man, this still feels wrong.
They look like a cartoon drawing of a Jew,
Dude,
and you're like,
yeah.
I don't know. It feels weird that they're like all like, I don't know. They have like a cult, and you're like, oh, it doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't heard of a very positive cult before. So
Yeah. My favorite was the 2020 election, I think, where it was like, you can see the maps of like what each district went
Oh,
to
yeah,
and stuff.
Sure, yeah,
when
yeah.
people were like, it was like South Williamsburg and somewhere else were like went for Trump instead of like the only section of Brooklyn that went to Trump, basically. And then people were like, all these fucking hipsters move here and they're secretly conservative. And I was like, I don't think that's it, man.
That's not
I think
it.
you got to look at look at the majority of people who are living there and what I don't know. I don't think it's
I
like
can't finish this sentence.
yeah. I can't finish the sentence without really incriminating myself, but not even in a way that I'm like angry at them. But I go like, oh no, this is Hasidic people and they vote conservative a lot, especially for Trump because I don't know, he's a New York guy, so he's like, oh, I have preference for
yeah, and he's a real estate guy. They're like, we love
Yeah.
real estate.
Yeah,
He loves
yeah.
that. Yeah.
that's
They're
yeah.
all buddies.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to have an ally that far up, that far at the top of the ladder.
And that's who's making the shrimp fried rice tweet.
Yeah,
That's it. They're the ones pulling the strings.
Yeah.
An old X.
Yeah. I did see that Trump was playing a Smith song at his.
Get the fuck out of here.
He's been playing a Smith song at his rallies, so
Weird.
Which one?
please let me get what I want.
No way.
I swear to God.
Are you fucking serious?
I swear to God.
Why would he be playing that?
So guys like me vote for him. So
Yeah,
I go like, well, he's playing my thing. So.
Yeah, they're looking at the numbers like, our mid-30s man with roommate demographic is not doing very well. We got to pump those numbers up.
Yeah, and I go like, well, he's playing a Smith song, so I'm like, what's Joe Biden playing? And they're like, he's not really doing rallies in a way. He's kind of already the president.
Joe Biden comes out with Fugazi songs.
And I'm like, fuck,
God damn
it.
it.
I'm torn.
I'm in the waiting room.
Yeah, yeah. It is funny because Joe Biden does kind of talk in like post-punk lyrics, and they're like, you're like, oh, it's like kind of fragments of sentences that almost all make sense together. But he just kind of sounds like when he talks, it's kind of like Talking Heads lyrics, where you're like, oh, okay, I understand where you're going, but you're going about it in a very interesting way.
You took a weird route, but I'm into it.
Yeah.
Well, he's saying like you may find yourself. He's genuinely confused. He's like, who is this woman?
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, he's like, he's looking at his wife. He goes, who's this old fucking lady?
The beautiful house is the White House.
Yeah. There you go.
And I don't. Why's it gotta be white?
He's been going on about this for a while now.
Okay, all right, let him work.
Why's the house gotta be white? I mean, everyone who lives in it already is.
Mm-hmm. Speak on it.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
Go on.
it seems
He
like
wants the door. Everyone's
yeah.
gonna open the door for him.
Yeah. Seems like a hat on a hat. You know?
They painted it half black when Obama was in there. I think. Just right down the
Yeah.
middle, like Cruella.
Yeah. And I thought,
His first day, they're painting it black. Like, whoa, those are nice.
yeah. And they go, how do we paint the other half Hawaiian? And they go, like, I don't know.
They're looking through paint swatches like Hawaiian King's rolls. What color
Yeah.
is this? I always think of teal when I think of Hawaii.
Teal.
Yeah, I don't know why.
That's a 3 on the scale.
Damn
Yeah. I think when someone says Hawaii, I immediately picture a accurate depiction of Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Ooh.
Yeah. I could see him perfectly in my head, and I can rotate him, which I think is...
He hates it.
Yeah, he's like,
Stop.
he's like, brother, stop.
I'm not supposed to go that way.
Yeah, he did hate when people went a lot of different ways.
Yo.
Gay.
He was against that.
I think so.
Oh. You like shitty TV?
I don't watch a lot of it.
I
don't
don't
really
know that much about you.
Dog. About me?
Yeah, we haven't hung out very much.
No,
We're like,
it's true.
It's an internet thing where you're like, we're fucking friends.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think we've ever been in a room alone like this where we
It's
can
very
kiss.
possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's make it content.
There you go. What kind of TV? You're not into TV.
I like TV. I like some TV.
Okay.
I like I don't know, the normal shows. Succession was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what
I'm
type
not a
of-
TV guy, and
No?
not in a. I felt like I used to be a stance that I would take.
Yeah,
Sure.
I
you
was like,
got
I
a
don't watch
podcast about
television.
it.
Yeah. But I just am like, I just feel overwhelmed by television a lot
There's a lot
of
of
time.
options. There's a lot
Yeah.
of channels.
Yeah,
a
I'm
lot
like,
of stuff
I got to do
streaming.
the whole thing. Also, I'm like, I got into punk too early, and I had to like take a bunch of contrarian stances for no reason.
No, that's
That
true.
only hurt you. Really?
Yeah, and it took me like so long to watch Mad Men,
Right.
and then I was like weeping at the finale because I loved it so much.
I'm like,
But
I'm telling you, it's great.
Yeah.
Did you have like a specific beef with it, or is it just like too popular?
I think it's a couple things. Mostly, I'm like, I don't want to have to keep, because I'm like, if I'm going to be watching it in time to be part of the conversation, I feel like you have to like
Yeah.
really be dedicated to watching it. Well, I'm like, every fucking week I gotta watch this fucking thing. My God,
Busy.
I'm like, what if? And then if I miss it, I'm out. I'm out of the conversation, which I don't want to be a part of anyway. So I don't
Yeah,
really
it's
know why
really
this is-
interesting
It
how
is, isn't
your
it?
mind works.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
this
yeah.
way.
You know what? It is right, and I'm going to take that as a compliment. It's interesting how my mind works.
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure if you were just like, there's just too many guys in suits on this show.
No,
That's
no.
the man.
No. I think I was just like, too many fucking people are talking about this thing.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it is funny how often if there's like a barrier that if enough people talk about it, you're immediately out.
Yeah.
It could be the cure for cancer, and you're like,
I'm like,
you've seen it too much.
yeah, I don't know, man. It seems a little hack to want to cure it. Everyone wants to cure cancer. I'm trying
Sure, yeah.
I'm trying to cure something else.
Wokeism.
Yeah. I'm trying to cure cancel
You're like,
culture.
if Henry Rollins takes it, I'll listen. But other than that,
no,
I'm not on board.
he's too in the zeitgeist, brother.
Yeah, I know.
There's a bunch of guys from bands that haven't even formed yet, whose opinions I'm basing my life on.
Just children.
Yeah,
15-year-olds.
Yeah. Guys who were 15 in 1981 and played in a band for about 3.5 months, and I go like, what did they think about this? And then they're all just like, I don't know, man, I have to go to my job at laying bricks.
Yeah.
So I can't tell you how to live your life. And I'm like, damn,
Please, guys.
I would love if you could.
Oh. Yeah.
Anyway, Mad Men's good. I like Mad
Men.
Yeah, good show.
Mad Men fucking rocks. I didn't like Succession,
No.
but I love Mad Men.
Interesting.
That's a weird line for people.
Yeah, I feel like they're pretty similar.
They're pretty similar, but I don't know. Something about Succession.
Do you think Succession they gave women too many lines or power?
Much. Yeah, it's like, hey, business.
That was your big
work at
problem?
Business. Yeah. That pissed me off. That fucking pissed me right off.
Yeah.
Secretary, Shiv.
You're like, yeah, the daughter should be just in school or something. I don't know. She should be playing house, I guess. And she seems powerful.
Yeah. No, I just didn't. My issue with Succession, I told Mike this, is it's not like the characters don't change enough for me to like be like, oh, it's about a character study. He will adjust.
Sure.
And it's like, it's all just someone in a room being like, we're going to sell a business. We're not going to sell a business. We're going to sell a business for this much. And it's like, not enough. Like, I think it should have been 2 seasons instead of 4.
Okay.
And the thing of like, you're not supposed to like the characters. I'm like, okay, well then something has to happen. Either I like the characters and they change, or they change in general, or like a thing happens, but like nothing happens.
Like if you like accidentally killed someone.
Well, that's
in season 1.
Yeah.
That's why I like season. I'm like, all right, season 1, you got me. Something happened. And 2 and 3, I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here? Yeah, you were.
I wrote all of it.
It's like Succession.
Yeah, I'm Adam McKay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't see that in his bio. He's like, AKA Mr. Succession. They call him Mr. Succession. He wrote it, so it makes sense. But
Yeah,
no, I feel that. I do kind of like those. Like Mad Men is a similar thing where they just like have like a fuck you to plot stuff. Like there's a season of Mad Men where they're like the big merger, and you're like, how's it gonna go? And it's this huge cliffhanger. And the next episode, they're just like, I don't know, it's been 6 months.
yeah,
6 months passed.
gives a
it's
shit?
actually merged, and
Yeah,
who
it's
cares?
fine.
Yeah,
Everything was great.
Everyone
Yeah.
seems to be having a good time.
Yeah.
And this is a different office
We
now.
no one in this office has even heard of a condom,
Mm-hmm.
and you can kind of do whatever you want all the time.
Man, that was
It
awesome.
seems awesome. It would have been awesome for you.
I mean, if everyone isn't, it's different.
What do you mean?
Well, what do you mean, first of all?
You're not white.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I wasn't
Yeah,
sure where you were
yeah.
going with that one.
Yeah, no. The 60s would have been bad for you.
I don't think so. I think
You don't think so?
I think aesthetically, I'm good enough, and good
You
is a
can
weird thing
change
to
your
say.
name too. I mean,
Yeah,
that's the whole
yeah,
point of the
yeah.
show. You can
Yeah,
just
I mean,
Yeah, true, yeah.
yeah,
just
that's
say
true.
you're Don
I'm like,
Draper.
I'm Don Draper. He goes, oh, I'm Don Draper. I'm like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
You're just like, all right.
Spoiler alert: if you haven't seen Mad Men,
Yeah.
So yeah, you could just
Ruin
be
that
someone
show.
else.
Yeah. Not me. I'm me the whole time. I would never change.
I do kind of wanted a not a side not a whole show, but like an episode dedicated to Bob Benson's whole fucking thing. Like, what are you just going around the town pretending to be other people? Like, I really wanted like a more in depth. I'd be like, that'd be a fun side episode, like a
They
bottle
should go
episode.
back.
Yeah, that's
Do like a Better Call Saul for Benson.
yeah. Writing it. I'm writing it.
Yeah. You have to.
You're allowed to if you just do it.
Yes.
You have to,
They'll let
you have to
you.
mail this podcast to yourself with a date on it, so everyone knows when you thought of the idea.
It's intellectual property.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how the law works. It's now the law is like opened up to podcasting in general. They know they're like, all right, there was a timestamp right in front of the MailChimp ad.
Right, yeah, no, they had the podcast where they said Don Draper gay, so now you can't do it on the show, even though you
Yes.
wrote it.
Sorry.
Someone else came up with that.
Looks like you stole that from me. That's like the thing too with like SNL jokes when people will be like, "Look, they stole my tweet," being like,
Yeah.
I want to be like, sometimes yeah,
Sometimes, yeah.
but sometimes it's
Sure. Sometimes they've been awake for 45 hours
Yeah,
on a
yeah.
Coke binge, and they also came up with, like, what if a bear was green or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, and
What?
sometimes you do your joke at 51st Jokes, and then the next week it's on SNL's Weekend Update. Who knows?
Yeah, no, but that's, I mean, but
interesting.
But there is the thing where it's like, I invented, what if Taylor Swift had a Stanley Cup
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something?
yeah.
You're like, oh, you just took two things that are in the air and put them
in the
together.
zeitgeist. Yeah, yeah.
Sure. Colin could have came up with that one.
Dude, yeah, any of those fucking fools who I would love to work with. Or
I always wonder if I'm just like I've said too many mean things online that like somewhere I don't not to be like a narcissist about it.
Yeah,
but like
but you have
there
a big enough
could be.
platform.
Yeah.
Do I don't think so. But like you never know.
You're here.
I'm
In
Yeah,
the country's biggest podcast.
the one thing that I feel like may fuck me forever because I send an SNL packet every year. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But I am in a lawsuit against Horatio Sanz.
Oh right, yes.
Yeah,
Oh, please tell everyone about this.
So I'm fucked.
Huh.
Yeah,
Okay,
you'll
so
never work at NBC Universal.
I mean, Lorne Michaels is in that lawsuit. So like
Yeah.
he could have seen it.
Yeah. No.
With my name
He
on
saw it.
He saw it. He might have seen it, like a video of me doing stand-up like in a courtroom. And then I'm just fucked.
What a hilarious. It's very similar to the Hannibal Cosby thing.
Except he's successful.
And he's so successful.
He has money.
And
in a
you're here
house.
with us.
He has
Yeah.
multiple houses.
Multiple houses that
He's so successful. He started doing music sincerely.
Yeah, exactly. And it's dog shit.
It's really bad.
so bad. Your best friend's an open mic eagle and you can't make
Great.
one good song.
Great stand-up.
Yeah.
Nothing to take away from that. And actor, honestly.
I like his acting.
But stop with you're not hearing this, but
Do whatever you want, actually. I don't care.
actually,
Give me
you're
$1,000.
Yeah. But comedians sincerely doing music is so brutal
Yeah.
every time.
It's brutal, but not Danny Glover. What the fuck is his name?
Glover.
Donald Glover. Like him?
Yeah, but of course.
There's. I'm just saying. There's the outlier.
Yeah.
There's the occasion.
Steve Martin with that
Steve
banjo.
Martin.
Yeah,
Those are
that's
the
true.
three for me.
Yeah.
He's the only one who didn't do rap. It's just Steve Martin.
But can you please fill everyone in on
and
the situation?
Shtick or Treat in 2019,
If you don't know,
was a comedy show, a Halloween comedy show where you could dress up as other comedians and you'd do their bits. And I did.
we've all done it.
Have you guys all done it?
Mhm.
What was your character?
I did Joe Rogan.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I did well.
I did Neil Hamburger.
That's fun.
Yeah, and it
Those are
went
good.
really well.
Well, I did Jerry Seinfeld one year, and
Yes.
it's the joke is that he's doing all bits about dating a child in the 90s, which he did.
He
do.
did.
Yeah.
He met her when she was in high school.
Yeah, and she's so hot.
And listen, Jerry, I get it. Sometimes you fall into a spider's web.
It's so funny to imagine because he dated her through college.
Yeah.
So like he would like
funny.
go to her college and fuck her. And it's just like, can you imagine like being her roommate? Like your fucking roommate is dating Jerry Seinfeld. 40-year-old Jerry
40-year-old Jerry
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld.
He's like, "What's the deal?"
With your roommate watching us fuck.
What's
Get rid of
the
her!
deal with swiping me into the lunchroom? He has the Jerry. He installs the Jerry Seinfeld wing for underage sex. He's like, "Yeah, I don't know. It's weird that I did that. I'm sorry.
I should have named it something else in retrospect.
Yeah.
Continue,
Anyway,
sorry.
so I tweeted this video and it went viral.
Yeah, dude, big
for
time.
for my level.
No, fuck you, big time.
It blew up, and Jerry Seinfeld saw it, and
Yeah. That's viral.
which is weird because Mark Norman texted it to him, apparently, or he texted. Mark Norman said this on a podcast and did not say my name
I
on it
didn't know
because he
this
couldn't
part.
remember it. Which I think is very funny that people keep mentioning it on podcasts and don't know me. But Yodoya Travis mentioned it recently on a podcast, didn't know it was my video, even though I saw him a day before.
It's so funny.
You gotta
Anyways,
simplify your last name. That's why
Yeah, for
people
real.
don't want to say it wrong.
that's why they're
so they don't
tweeting
say
at
it.
me. They don't even think it's Jewish.
He's
They're just
saying
like,
interesting, not anti-Semitic,
Yeah.
because I've never seen those
Yeah.
letters in that order.
And that's an interesting name. He's saying it like that.
huh, maybe go with Ian Black.
Yeah.
Jeremy Ian Black.
Or Jeremy Allen White.
There you
Oh,
go.
oh.
That could have been me.
Jeremy Allen Black.
I'd be
You're the
so
evil
hot.
Jeremy Allen White.
Yeah. So anyway, apparently, Mark Norman got a text from Jerry Seinfeld that Jerry saw it, which because Mark Norman's in the video and he was opening for Jerry at the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Anyway, so then I don't know. It was Horatio. Oh, so this woman saw it one day and realized that Horatio Sanz did this to her when she was a
Yes.
kid and sued him for it. Allegedly, because they settled out of court.
Oh, that's always a good sign.
Yes. She made it this. So this is maybe the most money anyone has ever made off of my comedy. Went to someone else, but good for her
I
because
can't
she
believe she
deserves
didn't
it.
send you a little bit. That's actually so rude. I'm glad that happened to her.
You should have gotten 10%.
I know, right? I'm like her manager.
Yeah.
Anyway, she saw this video and realized the Horatio Sands thing, and it is like in the lawsuit. And like I was told about this before, like, years before it happened. Like Meg Wright from Vulture DM'd me one day at like 4 a.m. was like, "Can I tell you something?" And I was like, "Who the fuck who's canceling me? Like what happened?"
Yeah.
But Meg Wright, like I was like, "What happened?"
A real lizard person was like, "Yeah, I don't think so, buddy. You've got it too good for too long."
And yeah, so apparently that was like in the air, and then so I assume Warren Michaels has seen that and has vowed to kill me or something. I don't know. I doubt that Warren Michaels really knows who I am. But if he ever did the math on it, he could be like, "No, that man made me lose money."
There must, especially after the Shane situation, there must be a quick kind of like, not Google for them, but like a let's check everything out social media wise. And we have some filters, Horatio Sands,
I think that's
Jimmy
true.
Fallon, blackface, a lot of things to see what social media you've said.
Yeah, I think that's
because there's no way they let it get past step 1.
The amount of searching my own tweets and deleting everything I've said bad about every fucking late night host if I ever wanted to do stand up or write on their show.
The thing that makes me nervous and stupid is I've searched my tweets with a word like this Diego Lopez and I'd put like a slur, but I'm like, I typed that in. I typed a slur in to see if I wrote, if I tweeted it. Can someone see if I typed in slurs to look if I've ever tweeted slurs? Freaking out. No, I mean, they're not there anymore.
No.
That's like the thing where it's like you I don't know. I feel like I see like Reddit screenshots all the time of being like, what don't people know about your job or something? And then people being like, hey, I work customer service and like, I can see everything you're typing into me before you send it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So it's like if you're like in a chat bot, you can be like, you fucking piece of shit, and then you delete it to be like, I can't get more coins on Candy Crush. What's happening? And then you're like, you fucking Irish piece of shit. I can tell. I can fucking smell that you're Irish. Something like that.
That's real though. Yeah. Facebook, I think, also tracks everything you say in Messenger before you send it.
Fuck. No.
Yeah. I mean, not that like, I don't know, Mark Zuckerberg's gonna like.
Mark Zuckerberg's been like, I've seen you type and delete I miss you a lot of times. He's like, what's fucking wrong with you, dude?
I miss you. Come back,
pussy.
please. No one else pegs me right or whatever.
That's like how he could like rule the world. Like, it's not gonna be like a Lex Luthor thing. He's just gonna be like, I have everyone's fucking dirty secrets, and I will reveal them unless you make me the king of Earth.
Yeah.
And we'll be like, all right, you win.
That's how. I mean, that is kind of how. What's this fucking Weinstein did it?
Sure.
Where he was like,
or
hey, I got video of you.
Epstein.
Yeah, Epstein. That's
that one's one of ours.
one of you
Both of
fucking
them.
pieces of shit.
We got them both, baby.
You wish you had these kind of monsters in your roster. But yeah, it's kind of like, hey, look, I have video of you doing that thing in my house that I brought you to do. And you're like, oh, fuck, all right.
What the hell, dude?
I guess I'll be in Clerks 3, whatever the fuck you want me to do.
I wrote this joke online once for Hard Drive that was about, it was like an Animal Crossing joke about like, oh, Bill Clinton and Donald Trump have been visiting this weird sex island.
Funny.
And somebody messaged me and was like, hey, man, I think this is, I don't know if this is intentional, but I think this is a pretty anti-Semitic joke that you're saying some like Jewish guy has an island that all the powerful people go to and have sex with children. And I was like, you don't know?
Oh my God, do you not know?
And the person, she didn't know. She just didn't know. And
she didn't know you were Jewish.
It's my house.
You're like, can I please FaceTime you so I can see your fucking face? So I can see your reaction to this
You're
news?
going to go nuts when you hear about this.
It's called Manhattan.
I sent her just a Wikipedia page to Jeffrey Epstein, and she was like, I'm really sorry.
You know what? Good on her, because most people do that kind of shit and they never apologize.
Right.
They'll just delete their social media.
It was so funny, though, because I just imagine like the gears turning in her brain where she's like, this fucking anti-Semitic person thinks Jews run the world. And then it's like, oh, that's a real guy? Oh, I think that?
Yeah.
Oh, that was my thought?
Oh, shit.
Like, I guess I have to.
Yeah.
I think Jews are pedophiles.
Yeah. And then she becomes super anti. She's like, I guess with all this overwhelming proof, I guess you're actually making people really anti-Semitic.
Epstein, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Subway Jared. I don't know. I just have a feeling.
Yeah, it was Fogelsberg, but he shortened it.
He shortened it.
It's
He did a
island.
John Stewart situation.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. Yeah, I can't. I'm being sincere. I can't believe she didn't kick you back a little money. That's
woman?
sincere. I genuinely think that if I was in that situation, I would have sent you something.
I don't know. I mean, I think the whole thing is very funny.
It's hilarious, and you're deserving of money.
I hope she got money. I assume she got some sort of money, but I don't know.
No, she got a bunch of fucking NBC swag.
Yeah, they sent her a sweatshirt that says SNL on it.
Yeah, you're allowed to go crazy at the 30 Rock store. You get to do supermarket sweep at the store inside of 30 Rock.
Yeah. She gets 40 Blu-ray copies of Jimmy Fallon and Queen Latifah's Taxi.
Yeah. She gets all of my copies of the SNL The Best of DVDs. I just give her my Best of Will Ferrell that's kind of scratched.
Yeah. Fuck. It is really interesting how that little video of a stupid show is being shown in such important rooms.
It's insane to me.
In such like
I did the joke literally twice. I did it one time at a show before that, and then one more time.
Yeah. I was there.
Yeah, sure, yeah. But I never did the joke ever again. Like I never got to like reap the stand-up benefits.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd feel like an asshole if I did it.
Yeah.
Imagine you doing a normal set. And
Yeah.
Like, here's a character I am. I don't know what else to fucking do with it. I wrote it.
Listen, I'll tell you, there are some people that have done that.
There really are.
With a character of another comedian.
What if Ja Rule
originated at Schnicker Treat even?
Yeah.
God.
Brought back to many shows.
Fuck.
That'd be funny to have to explain it each time. Be like, so there's a show in Brooklyn called Schnicker Treat. It's every Halloween. I know it's April.
Mark Norman and Matt Ruby, who kind of sounds like Mark Norman. They don't sit together. They got a worse version. Yeah, it's really.
It doesn't exist. It ended suddenly.
Oh, it really did, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
COVID.
Can we blame it on you?
Maybe. I mean, I have theories. I don't know. There were some rumors circling at the time, right?
Oh, I literally just realized that they didn't do it last year.
Yeah, they never did it again. I don't think. Right? I think that was the last year.
Seinfeld must have pulled.
2019, I think, is the final year of.
Yeah, because they didn't do it COVID.
Yeah, and then they stopped.
Holy shit! Wow, that was like a very long tradition.
Yeah,
17 years, something like that. 18
like
years. Like a crazy long time. That's awesome. I hope Body Snatchers keeps going.
Dude, no, that was Did you ever see that one? It was the lower level version of Trick or Treat called Invasion of the Body Snatchers, where it's basically open micers doing impressions of each other.
And hurting each other's feelings.
Yeah.
At the Creek in the Crave.
Oh, sure. The Creek in the Cave, yeah.
I'm trying to think who did. Oh, no. I only did people I was friends with.
Yeah.
So I wasn't like that mean. I did JP McDade and I did Luke Modas, and both times I duct taped my feet to two chairs. And I was walking around with two chairs taped to my feet because I got to be really tall. And I think that was mostly the joke. And I wore a really big polo shirt to be JP.
You did the Wake Forest
I did the
logo.
Wake Forest logo on it. Yeah, that was it. That was like, I don't know, something about him being.
It was fun watching that show and being like, haha, you really hurt that person's feelings.
Yeah.
Haha, you really have personal beef now.
Well, because it really started as like a mean thing.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The Creek was such a supportive, nice place that I loved to go to.
Such a supportive, good smelling venue.
I remember that was one of the first places I because I started doing stand up on Long Island, and then very quickly, it's very funny that this is the person who supported me early on, but Tim Dillon was like, you gotta go to the city. Like, you gotta get the fuck out of here.
He was around.
Yeah, well, because he started on Long Island like 2 or 3 years before I did, and he was already like in the city doing stuff. And he was like, he could see that I was like a young person who actually cared about comedy,
sure.
and was just like, he's like, you have to. He like told me about the Creek, and he was like, oh, go
He's
whatever.
Like, you're gonna end up a Rodney Dangerfield impressionist. You got to get out of this fucking town.
There was 2 different Rodney Dangerfield impersonators.
No.
Yes, 2 different Rodney Dangerfield impersonators, and one time I saw them get into an argument because one of them said the other one stole his joke.
Oh my god!
I was like, he stole your Rodney Dangerfield's joke. What are you talking about?
Yeah. He gets no respect.
He gets no respect.
But I remember I like went to the Creek. I like did like a Sunday afternoon mic there, and I think I was maybe like 3 or 4 months into comedy, and I like did a joke, and it sucked ass. And whoever was hosting was afterwards was just like, "Woo, rough one!" Like basically like shit on me for having a bad set, and I was like, "Oh god." And then I was like, well, they weren't wrong.
No,
sure.
But yeah, and it was one of those things where I was like, I don't think you have to like. I think I got into doing stand up in New York at like the tail end of like everyone being really fucking mean to each other.
Yeah.
And then it like went so far, like the pendulum swung so hard the other way that I was like, how am I bullying people?
Yeah.
Like, I'm a nice guy. People are like, yeah, you're being mean. I'm like, why? They're like, because you're not laughing at people's jokes at the open mic. And I go like, well, they're not funny.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what you want from me.
Well, that's the problem with a lot of things where it's like the pendulum goes too far in one direction. Sweet spot lasts for a very little bit of time, and it goes right back here. And there's a little hang time. and it swings.
I actively bullied one guy once, and then I didn't realize kind of what I didn't realize I was like, oh man, I'm really bullying this guy.
Oh.
And just and then I was like, I felt bad, but it was like,
Mike Lawrence,
dude. Yeah, no, it was so funny that he was one of the bullies. Anyway,
that was right before I started, and I'm like, I can't believe you fucking let that piece of shit bully you guys.
But
giant ugly weirdo, fucking doofus.
Was he one of the bullies?
He was one of the he
That's
was one of the
so
bullies
funny.
for sure.
I would have punched him in the fucking ugly face.
But I remember I was at an open mic and some kid.
Fuck you, Mike Lawrence. I get so mad about that.
It's so fucking funny. Nice enough guy, I think.
Yeah,
but,
he's just whatever.
But it is funny that he was a bully.
Yeah, it's just so only in comedy can people like that bully.
Yeah.
That's
a guy
my point.
in a fucking Batman shirt from Target.
Yeah.
That's why there's so much abuse, though. It's like everybody who's like that, who was bullied their whole lives, and now is like, I teach 201 at UCB.
Yeah.
I'm gonna molest someone.
Yeah. I'm really gonna wield this tiny amount of power that I have.
I'm gonna treat this like a fraternity. I'm gonna make you guys drink water until you die. And hit you with sticks.
Yeah.
But I was at a mic and there was a kid. It was like one of those things where I was like, I want to make this person know that this joke has, one, been done a million times, and two, is not interesting. But I'm like, why the fuck am I the arbiter of that? But he was like, man, all these items at Taco Bell have crazy names. He's like, Crunch Wrap Supreme. What does that even mean? And I raised my hand.
Hilarious.
And he was like, yeah. And I was like, well, the crunch is the flat tostada shell, and the wrap is the large tortilla that wraps up all the ingredients. And Supreme just means sour cream and tomatoes. Mm-hmm. And he just goes like, oh. Okay. I don't think I ever saw him again.
Good.
And I was like, man, I feel bad. But also I was like, I think I was just like trying to make everyone else. I was like, it was the funny thing being like, I'm trying to make all the other comedians laugh. It's like, yeah, that's what you do when you're on stage.
Yeah,
That was the vibe there, though. That like people would do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
A lot.
Just being like, yeah, hey, I'm going to ruin your whole
There's a
fucking
flaw
thing.
in that logic.
Yeah.
I'm 17.
Because every joke is so incredibly sound logically.
Yeah.
They're like, what if rap music is crazy?
That's the biggest one. Where it's like, these lyrics are just not normal.
Yeah.
It's so funny how often people can suspend their disbelief until it comes around to the thing that they're an expert or care about, and they're like, well, hold on a second.
Yeah, it's like, actually,
That's actually very important.
Yeah.
The thing I care about is very important.
Yeah. And the thing I care about is rap lyrics.
The Taco Bell menu.
Yeah, that is something I really did care about at the time.
You're like, hold on, I'm an expert.
Like, it truly was not, no joke. I felt like 5 people looked at me when he started doing that joke. Because they were like, you're the guy who likes Taco Bell. And I'm like, I hate that's my...
That was your thing for
that was my
a little
thing
while.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, but not even in a way like
situationally and internet kind of thing. If there's like a Taco Bell thing that's tag Mike or send it to him.
Still happens sometimes.
I got that kind of stuff too. Not for Taco Bell, but for weird shit that I'm like, I don't remember saying that, but I guess now, I don't know.
Yeah.
The Geico Caveman show is a thing that everyone texted me about a month ago when that came back, because I've talked about it on like podcasts or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't need to know.
Unless Nick Kroll is on it again. No? Then I don't care.
Yeah, but you're just like, I just thought this is a funny enough thing to reference. And then it's like, oh, now people think this is my entire personality. Like you're out like on eBay every day, like Geico Caveman original DVD.
Yes.
I need the physical copies.
The Seinfeld thing too, where anytime any celebrity now like dated a child, that people will tag me in it. Like, you should know this. Leonardo's got a new girlfriend.
Stop tagging me. It looks weird. People assume different kinds of things, man.
Yeah. Hey, one of your guys is in trouble again, and you're like, what the fuck does that?
Get the voice ready, buddy.
Hope you got a type 5 on this one.
Hope you have a good Revenant costume, you fuck.
They're like, do Alan Dershowitz doing stand-up now about his young children or whatever.
Yeah, just keep it about your guys. And you're like, wait, what do you mean? You're like, nothing?
Nothing.
One of Jeremy's guys. Epstein, Weinstein, Dershowitz.
Seinfeld.
That's right.
That's Jeremy's Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, those are my 4.
I will say, it'd be so sick if Seinfeld had a hit list and you were on it. If he had because he could sincerely afford to pay someone to kill you and not get caught.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has more than enough money to facilitate, I would say, a bunch of murders.
Yeah. And for all we know, he's done that.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if I have to say allegedly for that.
Yeah. We can't prove that he hasn't.
Right.
No, you know what?
no. The guy who this is real. The guy who Kramer yelled at the Laugh Factory mysteriously disappeared.
Oh my god.
No.
No.
But what if?
Let's do that.
I'm going to say this. I 40% believed you. I was like, oh, maybe.
Yeah.
He was never seen again.
To be clear, though, he did work for the Clinton Foundation also.
So it's,
yeah.
It's
We don't know.
50-50. He ordered from a pizza place a lot of times.
Dude, I think we only learned this recently.
Oh yeah.
So after Kramer did that,
Famous set.
Sure. One of the big crowd work.
one of the big crowd work, one of the
Really
first,
what started the crowd
yeah.
work reels.
Matt
And
Rife.
Yeah.
It's so funny to put that up as a crowd work.
Comedian asked man what he does.
With the big captions that kind of float away. He's a
But so Michael Richards does that, but the Laugh Factory is just like they just do like showcase sets all the time, so it's like everyone doing 10 or 15 minutes. So then Michael Richards goes crazy, starts saying a bunch of racial slurs.
Does he
then
run the light?
I would assume so.
All right.
Sure.
And then
I'm sorry. I just keep thinking about like, you know how on TikTok when they put like unalive instead of dead, like what he would put for the caption. I'm not going to suggest anything.
I'm going to tweet it a lot right now.
I had a
but-
couple. But then after that set, Jim Gaffigan just had to go up.
Did he go after
Yes,
us?
Jim
Jim
Gaffigan.
Gaffigan had to follow that.
And Gaffigan's like, you did my closer already.
Yeah.
He's doing like the internal monologue bit where he's like, "What was that?"
Yeah.
He shouldn't say that.
He's doing his set that he did when he opened up for the Pope, which is real.
He opened for the Pope?
Jim Gaffigan did stand up
Yeah.
at like in Philadelphia. I think it was like where the Pope was being.
Oh, okay.
Like, and then they're like, I guess we need other stuff happening here, so I guess we need Jim Gaffigan's stand up. He's clean.
Sure.
Yeah.
He's family friendly.
I wonder how much I paid. I bet it didn't. I bet it was like, you have to do it. You do it for.
Yeah, it's
God.
for the fucking Pope. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I get a photo op? Like,
They're like,
no.
hey, you know how
Damn it.
powerful the Catholic Church is, right? Maybe do stand up.
Yeah.
And when one of your 7 kids won't have something happen to them.
No.
Hey, there's a lot of ways in this problem. How about
Yeah.
you just go and do it? Yeah, who knows? Who knows? I will say that I want to see that set. I really want to see. Not the
Jim
Pope
Ga-
set.
Jim Gaff, like the
After
post
Michael
Kramer
Richards.
set.
Yeah, I'm really curious if they have that on
Yeah.
tape as well.
Oh, I'm sure. I feel like they tape every set there.
That should have come out though. I feel like someone could have leaked
At
that.
this point, it would.
if there was something interesting about it.
I would love if he just. I mean, it's
What if
like
we could just tweeted him?
yeah,
Hey, Gaffigan, what was your set like after Michael Richards
Sure.
did that?
yeah. After
Very
Michael Richards
cute
did
young woman he meets
after
on
Michael
tour.
Richards did that thing.
Do we remember everyone just tweeted Michael at Jim Gaffigan asking if enough people do it, he'll have to respond.
Yeah, I think it's because it's like, I mean, he's been doing he had even at that point had been doing comedy for so long. It's like he couldn't not address it.
No, yeah.
But he couldn't be like, hey, yeah, what he did was good. I don't know, like he can't go too far into it.
I like to think I'd address it.
Oh
You
yeah,
have to
I don't know
say
what else you would
something.
do.
yeah. I would be like, so can we all say it? Is everyone allowed to say it now? And then everyone would be like, boo, we hate that joke. And I'd be like, yeah, cool. And now you're on my side.
You
I
would
do love-
also walk off.
Yeah, I love digging a hole. I'm over having people like me. I had that for about 6 months.
Yeah.
One time.
And it was Tim Dillon was the guy.
And Tim Dillon had everyone liking me.
Are you tweeting?
I'm
it?
tweeting at him.
Are you tweeting at
Jim
Jim
Gaffigan.
Gaffigan?
Hey,
right
Jim
now?
Gaffigan, I'm sincerely just curious. What was your set like after the Michael Richards thing?
You know, and then put, you know
know.
what thing I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, I'm curious. I feel like that would come out because you can find most of those kinds of things.
Yeah.
Like I know that, like I don't know why I'm talking shit about like Rob Delaney, but like he had that famous
Oh,
I watch
set,
it every 6 months.
where he
Yeah.
bombed on late night and was like scrubbed from the internet, and you can
Yeah.
find it.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube again. Someone put it back up.
It's. I mean, he just bombs. It's just
It's
just a bad set.
An unbelievably bad set. To the point where it kind of feels a thing like, oh, have you been getting like courtesy laughs on everything you've done on
Yeah.
stage?
Yeah,
Because I
probably.
watched, before I realized it was the Twitter guy, I watched his special
Mhm.
that he filmed at Bowery Ballroom.
Sure.
And I remember watching him like, I was pretty new to stand up. I was like, a couple years in, I'm like, this isn't very good. But in my head back then, I'm like, if you have a special, you're good. You don't
Yeah.
just get specials if you're not
Yeah.
very good.
Right.
And watching him like, this isn't good.
And those
being
are all sweetened
confused.
anyway. I think every special is sweetened
Yeah.
to some extent.
There's
Our
a
podcast is sweetened.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
There's
Live audience in here. Mac, put laugh track right now. Just
I think I heard somebody talking about that recently, and then there was like about that set, and there was a weird thing that had never been mentioned that I'd never heard before. I don't know if it was either like he like had like a day's notice for the set, or he was sick, like he had food poisoning or something. Like there was something that I was like, it doesn't excuse, you know what I mean?
But it does make it.
But
I think he's funny.
Yeah, I'm like, but there is like an interesting wrinkle to this thing about why it was weird.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
But
yeah, exactly. Yeah, he is funny. I'm not saying he's not funny.
But there are a lot of there's a few like Netflix specials where I'm like, I think that this person is bombing.
Yeah, absolutely.
At their taping, and it was just sweetened.
I feel like I've seen some where like the audience gets louder, like in between jokes.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's weird.
I mean, there's a clip. It was like it's Kyle Kinane talks about it. He said that he was doing stand up in Amsterdam. And he goes like, I need everyone to know that I got exactly 0 laughs during this set.
Wow.
He goes, because they said just go and do your set like you're killing, and we'll add everything in later or whatever. And it was just like, he's like, I need you to know that I am admitting I got 0 laughs.
Wow.
And it's all
Mitch Hedberg got famously bombed.
That's what I was gonna say.
Central.
Watching his half-hour special, the entirety of it, is amazing because he's bombing for like 15 minutes.
yeah, like the unedited version.
The
or
unedited version.
whatever.
He's like bombing for like a long time, and he starts doing older jokes, and he starts slowly but surely getting them back, and like it's a really like triumphant like set. It's like beautiful to me where he's like he didn't have them at all. They're so confused by him.
That's what watching comedy is.
Yeah,
Like that feels like someone doing a set.
there's a difference if you don't do stand up. There's a difference between going on stage
You're one
and
of the few left.
Yeah.
there's a difference between going on stage to people who have no idea who you are, and then going on stage to people who know and are there to see you.
Yeah.
There's a huge difference. And when you watch a special, those people are there to see that person. They're already fans. It's so easy to do well in front of people that like you. Doing well in front of people
I
that
wouldn't
don't
say that. I would say some people like to get on stage for a room full of people that ostensibly like them and try to make them not like them, so that making them like them again feels even better.
Yeah.
In a sick way.
In a sick way. But Hedberg is like doing a set for people that got free tickets for a show, it seems.
Yeah, they're
Just-
they're at a Comedy Central taping.
It's kind of beautiful because you look at the audience, it's like a real mismatch. It's a was it a boiling pot? No, a melting pot. What the fuck is a melting pot? Of people.
I feel like it's pretty. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory what a melting
We're
pot
at the
is.
creek.
What are you melting?
We're back at the creek.
Chocolate to dip in?
Maybe.
But what else is
You're
a
thinking
melting
of fondue.
pot? Yeah, exactly. But what else would you melt things in a pot? Like it's not no one's like, hand me the melting pot. I've watched a lot of episodes
The melting
of
pot
Hell's
is
Kitchen.
first of all, the melting pot's a very successful chain restaurant. Fondue,
Yeah, I'm saying that's a one thing. Fondue.
chocolate or cheese. That's 2 things.
It's one pot.
You got me.
Am I right or am I wrong, Jeremy? Take a fucking stand.
I like that when I walked by to your apartment, you guys have a Chinese restaurant called You Like.
yeah,
I
it's
noticed
so
that.
sick.
And it's closed down.
I was like, I
people
do.
did not like.
They put a question mark up.
Yeah.
But in the taping, it's just like it's really beautiful how long you're like bombing. He's confused, and he little by little gets him back. It has like a good set. Like it's if you can find
Cool.
it, it's really I really genuinely love it.
Yeah. And the one they put on TV, they just added laughs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there's a bunch of specials that don't feel like there's a. I mean, I guess some of my favorite specials are ones that feel like I'm watching someone do a set of comedy.
Yeah.
Not like taping a special. Like Zach Galifianakis at the Purple Onion.
Sure.
It feels like he's doing a set, and there happens to be cameras there, but it's not like, oh, we're doing a whole thing. We're doing a whole.
Yeah. What do you have a favorite special? Comedy special?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe New in Town. That's like kind of hacky, but I do love that
It's a
special.
really good one.
It's really good.
No,
He's a funny guy, that John Mulaney, and I'm happy he got divorced.
Yeah.
It seemed like he needed to like have a little bit of edge.
I agree.
was, like,
and
too
Olivia
happy,
Munn
this
is
guy.
so hot. I had to edit a joke just because he started dating her.
Really?
Because I had a joke about how like she was like my number one celebrity crush.
Is he like your biggest fan though?
No,
Like,
no, I'm just like it
John's
just-
gonna stop supporting the Patreon or
Yeah,
something.
he's on the friendship tier.
Yeah.
No, it was just like weird of a comedian talking about her
Sure.
now. I'm like, I had to change it. But it's just I agree. It worked really well for him.
It's a good special. New in Town. Check it out.
I think everyone should.
Job
I think
waiting.
everyone should get divorced. That's my stance. I want a 100% divorce rate in this country. I think you should get married and then you should get divorced.
Right.
I don't think.
Part of your,
None of this fucking domestic partnership bullshit.
Make it illegal.
Yeah,
Like, when you have 2 dogs, that's what it sounds like to me.
yeah, yeah. It does. Do you want to do the thing?
Let's
that's
do
nice to
this. Hey, welcome to the energy drink corner.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Look,
cups.
go get little cups.
Explain how stupid our podcast is.
I'll
Dan, real
explain.
quick.
Yeah, man. Hey, Jeremy, I'm so sorry you're here. We do an energy drink corner where we review a different energy drink
Exciting.
every episode. You'd
Okay.
be blown away by how many energy drinks there are in the world.
Really?
Yeah, it's this is. I think we've done somewhere around 300 different energy
Wow.
drinks. Yeah, we have but unknowingly become the preeminent voice.
You have a favorite?
Yeah.
What is it?
My favorite is Goat Fuel's Tropical Berry.
Okay.
It's GOAT, greatest of all time fuel.
Sure.
It's Jerry Rice's company.
Okay.
That's my favorite. And then Joe Rogan has an energy drink. It's not his, like he didn't do anything about it, but like a company
Sure.
called Kill Cliff, who sponsors a bunch of MMA stuff. They made a Joe Rogan flavor, and it's pineapple and ginger, which is just happens to be
Okay.
2 flavors I'm obsessed with. I love.
And that was good.
And those really good.
Are they just like the fucking Ben and Jerry's of like energy drinks where they have like fucking celebrity ones?
Kind of, yeah, apparently.
Dude, I can tell you, it really hurts my feelings how much I like the Netflix sponsored Ben and Jerry's flavor.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
really good.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Netflix and chill,
It's called
right?
Netflix and Chilled.
Chilled.
No.
It's really brutal.
What's in it?
Couldn't tell you.
Chocolate, probably.
The Colbert one's good.
The Colbert one is good, yeah.
Americone Dream? Is that the one?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anyway.
What about the Colin Kaepernick one? What about the Colin Kaepernick flavor that solved racism?
Is that a real one?
Yeah.
And the second part's not real, but the first
yeah,
one is
well.
for sure, yeah.
Do you drink energy drinks? What's your
No,
what's
but
your-
I'm
No,
happy to
never?
try it.
Are you
I'm not a big
caffeine
energy
guy?
drink guy. I'm like addicted to like soda a little bit, but I don't drink
Yes.
energy drinks.
Let's
Okay.
fucking go. What
all
kind of
right.
sodas are we talking
I
about?
love
here?
a nice Dr. Pepper.
Dude, let's go. That's my
Yeah.
favorite too.
I don't drink coffee because genuinely I think I would just never sleep.
I don't drink coffee because I think it's yucky. I think
There
it
you go.
tastes yucky. But I do drink
both.
I drink a bunch.
I've
of them.
had 3 coffees in my life. All of them had alcohol in them.
Oh.
Oh,
I
was it
like-
like the frozen ones from fucking?
Just 3 times someone has been like, "Do you want an Irish coffee? Here it is." And I was like, I guess I might
Yeah.
as well.
I thought that was a joke my whole life.
Really?
Yeah. I'm like, Irish coffee. That must be like a different kind of coffee, but the joke is that they put booze in it because they're all alcoholics. And so I was like, no, there's actually booze in it. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, yeah. Polish coffee is just tea.
People make fun of Polish people for being stupid. All right. Yeah, I didn't explain which one it is.
Oh, this is Spike energy drink sent to us from Colorado by our friend Matt. This
Matt.
says 350 milligrams of caffeine
So
in it,
much.
which is a lot. And this is the Spike registered trademark strawberry lemonade flavored.
It's like a fucking popsicle.
yeah.
yeah.
Most of them taste like popsicles.
A lot of
Popsicle
Hey.
syrup concentrate.
I don't think I could drink that big a can of
Well,
this.
you're gonna today, motherfucker.
Get spiked hardcore energy.
That's crazy.
Hardcore. It just says hardcore registered trademark on the side. They registered
That's it.
hardcore. That's
Wow, they're the ones that did it. Whoa, man. Tart.
That's intense.
Tart, very
Holy
dry
shit.
finish.
Well, I'm ready to
yeah,
kill.
that's crazy, man.
I could use a little more carbonation.
I could use a little more strawberry.
Mm.
I could use a lot of different things.
It's the flavor itself is pretty strong. To me, it's how tart and how dry the end mouthfeel is.
It tastes insane to me. I don't drink enough energy drinks. This just tastes insane.
Yeah, the fact that we're like, oh, it needs a little bit more of this, and you're like, I've never tasted anything even close to this in my life.
Yeah.
This is syrup.
Yeah.
This tastes like a pterodactyl screaming in my mouth.
Yeah. I think it's kind of rude of us to make not insane people drink this many crazy energy
Are
drinks.
they paying you guys? Are you getting
No.
sponsorships?
Nothing.
No, we've gotten a few free
Yeah, Celsius sent us some energy drinks.
Sure.
and then
And then listeners, which we appreciate
listeners
more,
listeners
will
will
send us.
It
stuff.
feels like the opposite of getting paid to just get like these companies are just sending you poison.
Dude.
Yeah, pretty cool.
It really does feel like a prison cell I decided to live inside of.
Yeah.
To do this
Sure.
on the podcast.
We have built brick by brick a
Yeah.
cell for ourselves.
It's a yoke made of energy drinks. But yeah, this is kind of, I don't know.
It's not terrible. I would never drink this again.
No. This would be something I would be like, I would see it at a store, I'd be like, dude, you got to try it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You have to try it. That one's fucking crazy. It's hard to...
This feels like one of those energy drinks that they put alcohol in.
Does this say caffeine?
350 milligrams of caffeine. Ooh, 800 milligrams of beta alanine and 1,000 milligrams of micrograms of vitamin B12.
Beating up your dad.
Oh yeah, dude. Guess what daily percentage of your vitamin B12 this can has?
14,000%.
I'm gonna say not even close.
Oh, okay.
41,670% of your vitamin B for the day.
Hold on, not close, but exactly the
That's right.
Like I nailed it, kind of.
Flops.
You're just dyslexic.
But I'm saying like not even.
You're right. You're right.
Not even close in that it's so much more. It's insane. It's 3 times that much.
I overshot it in my head and wasn't even close.
Yeah.
Is that bad? Should you not have that
No,
much
You
vitamin
shouldn't
B?
have 41,000% of anything. in your body.
No, vitamin B12 is like one of the ones that you just piss out. When you have more than you
can't
need.
like overdose on vitamin B12.
No, B12 is what they use in movies.
movies.
Powdered B12 is what they use as Coke in movies. So you can like
Or baby aspirin.
yeah, but baby aspirin makes people
Babies. Oh, fuck. That's a Mulaney joke. I got such a fucking headache.
yeah.
It's a Mulaney joke. It's not mine.
But vitamin B12 it just is like it's actually good. It's just good. You need it.
Yeah.
And especially people who are vegan or that you don't have it naturally in your diet.
Yeah.
So
Make sure to drink up.
Bottoms
so
up.
truly so many different
Grab your
energy
Goku
drinks.
glass.
So many different energy drinks have like B12 as like a thing in it.
Mhm.
To be like, oh, that's where I get mine from. Actually, is
There you go.
Monster. Like, Monster Ultra Sunrise is my main source of B12.
And your
the
doctor's like,
doctor.
Yeah.
how many? Oh, see here. There's a typo. You says you drink 14 energy drinks a day. You're like, yeah, B12. It goes, oh, good.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
We rate them.
Okay.
We do a 1 to 5 lightning bolts rating scale. Or 0 to 5 actually. The 0
And you can go negative too.
That's not
couldn't care less what number you say.
Yeah.
The 0 obviously you hate it. The 5 you like it so much you'll buy it online.
Wow.
To ship to your house.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would
Which
never
say
buy
your full
this.
address now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 2.75.
Exactly.
Damn, Mike and I have a fucking twin.
Sure.
We know exactly what the other person's thinking. 3, 2, 1, tits.
I was gonna say the Michael Richards. The Michael Richards word.
3, 2, 1, killing the president.
And you can rotate those tits in your brain.
And you can rotate them this way and this way, or they're
Yeah.
independently of themselves.
This is truly disgusting.
Yeah.
It has to be a 0 for me. I think
Wow.
I think I'm just not used to energy drinks. Maybe if I had them all the time.
And you shouldn't get used to this.
No, it's it doesn't feel like it's like the opposite of natural. You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It was like built by a machine.
Yeah,
that
that's
a machine built.
That's an uncanny valley drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
The sludge they eat in the Matrix, they cut the scene out. They're also drinking that.
Yeah. It's like getting used to this is like when you see like a chef who can put their hand in like a deep fat fryer and just grab stuff and it doesn't hurt them. I'm like, that's actually bad. That you can, the fact that you can do that is wrong. And
If
bad.
you can
Sure.
do that, you can't feel your wife's beautiful face with your hand.
Yeah.
right.
You could never be the woman in the Lionel Richie music video that.
I don't know what that
Wait, or is it the other way? There's a Lionel Richie music video. I think he's pretending to be blind and he's like feeling her face to sculpt it.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. It was like one of those videos that I think it was in on like pop-up video or like I saw it all the time as a kid and in my head I'm like, is Lionel Richie blind? I'm like, no, that's Stevie Wonder. But the video, he's doing like a face touching. It's like they're kind of doing Ghost, but not really.
He just wanted to touch that lady's face.
Yeah.
He wrote a script around it.
Yeah. He's like, I'll write a whole fucking song if I have to. I just got to touch this woman's face.
He
face looks
misunderstood
weird.
Ghost, where the woman can't see him, not because he's dead, but because she's blind. Fucking idiot.
He's like, I guess ghosts are blind. He's like, that sucks. He's like, you're already
I guess
dead.
ghosts are blind is an insane sentence. I guess ghosts are blind.
I'm blind for all ghosts.
Oh,
you're ghost blind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't see those fuckers.
Can we you have moved on past game, what the fuck is the game? Hard
Hard drive.
Hard drive.
Who cares?
Yeah.
I'm God.
Lucas, What's the new thing is called?
Oh, Dibs Next.
Dibs Next.
This is a podcast, though, so I feel like really just listen to my podcast, right? That's the real thing. Quarators. Check out Quarators.
With Alex Patak, who's also very
We
funny.
love Alex Patak.
He's the funniest man.
Yeah.
He's so good. Where else can people follow you? Listen,
Just Google me.
Just Google him.
There's only one Jeremy out there.
Look up Jeremy Kaplowitz interesting.
Get those 3 parentheses around it. See if that helps.
Is the Seinfeld video floating on the internet for people to
that's
see?
around.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it got scrubbed or anything. Or
Go to the New York State law office.
Yeah, go see. Watch it there on taxpayer dollars.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
See if you can pull up Article 17
so fucking
of
funny, dude.
Random Woman versus NBC Universal.
Yeah.
I feel like one day you're gonna cross the street and Horatio Sands and Jimmy Fallon are gonna be in that leather outfit that sketch they did, and they're like, "Come here!" And they try to kill you, but they're
by like the nicest luxury vehicle.
Yeah, you're impaled on the Jaguar on the front.
I'm always interested in SNL cast members who leave SNL and then nothing happened. Like they do nothing else. Horatio Sands has got to be one of the most popular cast members who did nothing. I mean, did something.
Yeah, but that was during.
He did that movie about boats that everyone hated. Boat trip, boat something.
Oh, I don't know. That didn't even ring a bell.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Who cares? Fuck that guy.
Hey, actually, what happens with most of those cast members is they fall backwards into the thing that is our dream, stand-up comedy.
That's right.
That's true.
That's right.
That's what happens with most people. Yeah,
That's so upsetting.
Dude, it's insane how much stand-up comedy is a bunch of people's backup plan.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm like, cool, I've ruined my entire life trying to do this. And Chris Kattan's like, I guess I'll do a bunch of coke and scream on stage for an hour and people will pay
Might
me.
as well.
Bring some people on stage and feel them up and be weird about it.
Yeah.
The dream, baby. Follow Micah Brucey at Micah Brucey.
Follow Diego Lopez at this Diego Lopez.
Patreon.com/A Little Time Pod for 4 bonus episodes a month, plus video of all 8 episodes a week before everyone else. Suck me and fuck me until I come.
And fuck you.
Follow Jeremy, listen to Jeremy rocks.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.